Oh, this beautiful melanin.
I love how we didn't coordinate this. Just deep V's in the brown beigey sort of world.
Great minds, great minds.
The great minds are also just advertising the good. You know, one or the other.
The elevator to success is broken. Take the step.
Hello! How's it going, guys?
Yes, thanks so much for watching. My name is James Roberts.
And I'm Marcus D. Rocio.
I like the way he said that. And this is Take the Stairs. This is a vlog about artists for artists, celebrating every part of their journey, especially the everyday parts of that journey. Marcus and I are actors, singer, dancers, triple threats.
So we met about 3.5 years ago doing a show, and we just bonded instantly while we were working together. And we would sit in the dressing room and just like joke, sing, laugh, throw shade at each other.
We were the ones that people were just like, really, those two? That's how we met. However, you know, there were times when we are not on gigs. Like right now.
So,
but that's part of it. That's kind of what we're wanting to talk about, the everyday. What happens when actors aren't on gigs? We don't just sit around and do nothing. We audition.
And audition.
And audition.
And audition.
And audition.
And did I mention that we have to audition?
You find out about auditions where, Marcus?
I typically find out about auditions from playbill.com or backstage.com or word of mouth. Sometimes there'll be situations where a person will hit me up and say, hey, I think you're great for this, and they'll send me an email or they'll connect me with someone they know. But most of the time it's me hunting for the job online and trying to set up an appointment, because there are no guarantees in this business and in this industry. So you constantly have to just be out there looking for the next thing, because if you sit down, somebody else is going to get that job that you're trying to get. So you really have to be on top of it.
So it's the day of the audition. You will not see an actor go to an audition without a bag. Let me rephrase that. Musical theater actor.
As far as musical theater goes, you have to have a bag.
An evening bag is a must.
And you have to have these essential things at your disposal. This is why I love to always say ABP, always be prepared.
So, in my bag, because I happen to have my bag with me today, what do I always have? Obviously, musical theater actors are going to have this book.
So let's talk to them about what's inside the book.
Yeah. The book will contain headshot, resume, of course, songs and cuts of songs that I will be singing at the auditions. Contemporary musical theater, classical musical theater, pop songs, 50s, 60s, pop songs from today. It's all in here. I have about 3 or 4 options for each different era that I need to cover. And you know, I kind of go from there. I think it's very important that everything in here be something that you like singing.
Yes.
That you actually enjoy, that you don't hate, because guess what? You're gonna have to do it at like 9:30 in the morning after being on the train, didn't get a seat for like an hour, and it's 2 degrees outside. You want the songs in here to be something that will bring you joy and not take you down a level.
I also want to touch on, not every song that you want to sing is a song that works for you. Make sure you know your vocal range. If you know you can't hit that note at the end, or you can't do all the belting and you know the if you can't do that, then let it go. Also, know your cuts. Know your cuts. So standard procedure when it comes to musical theater auditions is there is a 16 to 32 bar cut. If you have music in your book and they're asking for a 16 bar cut, know what part of the song that you can do in 16 bars that'll show what it is you want to show in the room. That way you aren't in the room and you're lost.
Also, you know, there are those situations, 8 bars is real.
Ooh.
Try to make it explain a complete thought. And show off your voice. So what else is in the bag? Water.
Water.
Well, it used to be kombucha. There's water in here now, but like
water is essential because
hydrating. Also, if you don't hydrate, you produce more phlegm. You know, you don't. What else is in here? I like these Ricola lozenges, the honey herb ones. People are gonna tell you different things. These have a little menthol, and then some people are like, no menthol for me, just like no. The honey in these, I love. It feels good for me, but if you know menthol is not for you, maybe find something else. What are the Hall's breezers? The breezers have pectin in them, and pectin is what some people like that.
You really just have to know what works for your throat. When it comes to like lozenges, I prefer Ricola. I like to use the herbal. Yeah,
Just regular ones.
the regular ones.
Yeah.
I like to use those. When I was younger, I used to do the Halls because I thought that would just open me up and open up my nasal passages. But then I also didn't realize that
The menthol in those is real strong.
Yeah.
I don't think it's quite as strong in the Ricolas. Okay. Normally, I would have this in a mug, but tea. Everyone has theirs that they swear by. I swear by a good ginger tea with honey, lemon. I like to put cayenne in it because it clears phlegm out. Maybe not right the second before you sing because it's gonna clear it out, and guess what? Where it's gonna be like right when you're trying to sing. Ready to go. So maybe if you're gonna do the cayenne, maybe half hour before you're about to sing, maybe stop. 15 minutes before, maybe stop.
Yeah.
And of course, there's no substitute for a warm up. And in New York, you warm up where you can, whether that's the subway platform, whether that's the shower, whether you're being fancy and get you a nice room at the studio. If you know you're gonna be up there and just singing and like doing the thing, warm up,
please,
warm up,
please.
warm up.
There are certain rules to auditioning, but really there are no rules. It depends on the people there. I have people who will come up to me and ask me about audition processes. How does this typically work? And I have to tell them, honestly, I don't know, because there really is no right or wrong answer. It's just go in and present your best self.
But since we're talking about audition experiences, maybe we should talk about the last one that we were involved with
Together. So 2 weeks ago, he walks in, I walk in, we both say, hey, girl, like we're Effie and Dina, so we call each other Dina and Effie. We'll catch up for a minute, we'll go through it, and then we'll get ready to go and do what we gotta do. What was that experience like?
That experience for me was good. I mean, I don't have any complaints about it.
Pause. He got to like one of the final rounds. So I, on the other hand, got cut very early, which is not a problem.
Very early.
Yeah, I made it to a sufficient round, and I could tell that they were taking me seriously. The callback was Thursday, and that's when we both saw each other. It was the dance call. I had never been in for that show before dance call wise. I think that's what separated the two, is that I was just learning it. You knew it.
I had danced for them previously. It did not go well previously, and so but I still knew it, and I had worked on it and gotten it better in the meantime.
What I love about auditioning in this industry is that it's typically always like a family reunion. You always see a lot of the same faces when you walk into the room. Some of them you've worked with, some of them you just know from around and you appreciate them. For me, I know there's never that moment of, if you get the job or if you get ahead of me, oh my God, I hate you. Yeah, I wanted the job, but it's not, I didn't get the job, you got it, or you got further than me, so we ain't cool, I can't talk to you. It's never that, or at least it never should be that. There's an individual who I'm gonna give a quick shout out, Terry Lavelle. They always have this quote that they say, what God has for me, I'm gonna say it like Terry. What God has for me is for me. We love Terry. What is meant to be for me is for me. What's meant to be for James is for James. What's meant to be for Becky, Jill, Sue, Antoine, Guadalupe is meant for them.
Well, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for sticking with us. This is the first one. More to come. We're hoping to have guests. We're hoping to have topics. Let us know. Let us know
what it is you would like to see us do. Yeah, this is going to be a fun little journey.
Please like, share, subscribe, and comment.
And on that note, have a good day.
Thank you.
Hey, if you liked what you saw, feel free to give us a like, share, comment, and most definitely subscribe so you don't miss the exciting content that is coming your way sooner than you think.